Hello and welcome to the channel. Here we talk about my experiences during lockup for educational use. I do not condone or glorify the behaviors in my stories. I spent 2 years in lockup at CFCF, and now that I'm out, I want to tell y'all about it. In this episode, we're going to talk about the type of food that they going to serve you in lockup. Okay, so how I'm going to do this video is, at first, I'm going to tell y'all the typical weekday. So Monday through Friday, what they're going to give you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I'm going to move to the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, what they're going to serve for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, let's get right into it. So your typical breakfast for the weekday normally would be either farina, oatmeal, or cream of wheat. All right, and it goes without saying that it's really nasty. Okay, it's really nasty. They try to mitigate that by giving you some sugar packs that go, you know, inside your breakfast soup, as I like to call it. Um, and it kind of helps, but I would keep it a bean. It kind of really doesn't, because that is the consistency of like elephant snot. Okay, it's pretty gross. All right, that's gonna be your typical breakfast. All right, now for your typical weekday lunch and dinner, for real, it's gonna be uh one of a few things. All right, there could be the chicken patty tray, which is actually kind of okay. All right, it could be the pineapple and turkey. Let's just call it turkey tray, which was kind of okay. Um, at first I didn't like that tray. It was really gross at first. Eventually, I kind of learned to like it. Um, and then there's the ever so infamous red sauce and rice tray, and that's pretty much like mystery meat with some tomato sauce and maybe some little chopped up onions in it. And that is literally the consistency of alpo. Okay. Uh, at first, I really could not eat it. I actually did not uh, use the bathroom, let's just say, for the first month that I was locked up. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm not gonna lie. Eventually, I started tearing up that red sauce and rice tray. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it was the consistency of dog food, eventually I learned to love it. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what other types of trays were there. There was two types of burger trays they had. There was the burger with lines on it, all right, and then there was the hockey puck tray. Okay, now the burger with lines on it was essentially some fake barbecue, grill lines on like a soy patty, pretty much. All right, it was actually kind of okay. The hockey puck tray, um, it's literally like a half circle, and it's kind of thick and really dry. You know what I mean? Um, and also, I meant to say this earlier, but with every single tray that you get, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's going to come with some type of potatoes, and it's going to come with some bread. So you may get like hash browns, you may get tater tots, you may get cut up half boiled potatoes, you may get seasoned potatoes. All right, and usually they will be undercooked. Okay, it's jail. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You're not eating like luxury in there. You're not eating like kings. Okay, the grass is definitely greener on the outside. Okay. Um, let's see what else. Other trays that they served was the jail stroganoff tray, which was essentially stroganoff, but extra crappy because we're in jail. Okay, and then there's the meatballs tray, which pretty much tastes like undercooked half raw meatballs with noodles. What else? There was also this actually really banging chicken nugget tray. Now, mind you, while I was in, I used to complain about this tray every single time because they used to give us 6 chicken nuggets and we were grown men in there. Like, no grown man going to eat 6 chicken nuggets and be full. It needs to be said that all the foods that I just mentioned are going to be on a rotating schedule. So one day for lunch, you may get the chicken patty tray, but for dinner, you may get the jail stroganoff or you may get the meatball tray. Okay, everything comes and goes. All right, and some trays like the burger trays are notorious for going back to back. One day you could get the burger with lines on it, and then for dinner you could get the hockey puck or another burger with lines on it. All right. Now, let's get into the different types of special trays. All right. So, a special tray for breakfast that they serve during the weekdays would be the special pancake tray. Now, that specific tray, it's 3 toddler-sized pancakes. Okay, if you take your middle finger and you touch your thumb and try to make a circle, that's how big those pancakes are. Okay, they're not filling; they're just good. Okay, and with that pancake tray comes one like sausage link that's like the size of your pinky, pretty much. All right, and a little dollop of syrup. And that tray usually comes on like Thursdays. All right. Another special tray is the Wednesday cold pack tray. Okay. Now Wednesday is commissary day, and one of the little mental manipulations that the jails do, right? They scheduled commissary day the same day that they give out the cold pack tray. Now, the cold pack tray is essentially a turkey sandwich, but it's just a turkey sandwich with some potato salad. Well, no, not potato salad, with some pasta salad. All right, and it's really, really, really crappy. They only serve you that tray just as essentially a slap in your face for not buying commissary if you didn't buy commissary. Okay. Um, what's another special type tray that's out there? Uh, on Fridays, right? They'll give you a peanut butter and jelly tray, which is literally one peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right. Uh, and they may give you an apple to go with it. But like, here's the thing: it's just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you're a grown man. Like, that's not filling. You're not doing nothing with no peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right. Now, that's Friday for lunch. Now, Friday dinner, potentially 80% of the time, would be a hot dog tray with some tater tots. Okay? And that's it for special trays for the weekdays. All right. Now let's talk about the weekend trays. Weekends for breakfast, you usually will get either Rice Krispie treats. Well, excuse me, no, Rice Krispie cereal, or you're gonna get some Cheerios, regular Cheerios. All right. Now with that cereal tray, you may get either a boiled egg or you might get a piece of cake. All right, and that piece of cake could be chocolate. It could be a little lemon cake. All right, just really basic. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. And for special trays for Sunday dinner is the Australian running bird tray. And yeah, you read that right, you heard that right. Australian running bird, all right? It's essentially a chicken Sunday dinner without the chicken, okay? The jails essentially, I heard that they raise this specific species of bird called Australian running bird so that they can feed the prisoners on Sundays. I don't know, man. I never had Australian running bird before I became incarcerated. Um and I kind of don't want to eat it again because purely based off the memories that I had associated with CFCF. Um, yeah, the F was pretty mentally abusive. But yeah, back on topic. Yeah, Australian running bird, it's super greasy, but essentially tastes just like chicken, I guess, just cheaper. Um, so for the Sunday chicken tray, right? They would give you the Australian running bird breast, all right, and then they'll give you some mixed vegetables and a little square of tater tots or whatever potatoes that they're serving for that day. Because, like I said, every single tray that you get is going to have tater tots. Oh, excuse me, it's going to have potatoes or it's going to have bread. All right. Now, if you're on a block with good workers, sometimes you may get some extra trays, all right? Some extra trays, some extra bread, some extra packets of sugar, whatever. And a lot of times the workers out there, they usually would probably be selling extra stuff that you would get for free, yeah, but in jail everything's a hustle, okay? So some people sell their extra trays or their regular trays for the day because some inebriants are more important to certain people than food. And it's a sad shame. It's a sad, sad shame to see it, but it is what it is. Some people sell their trays for inebriants, okay? And some people just tray slay, and by that I mean if there's any tray that you don't want, there's gonna be somebody on the pod that will eat your tray. They'll eat 10 trays back to back. I've seen it. It's kind of crazy. I've never thought could see somebody eat that much elephant snot a day in my life, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, though, that pretty much concludes the video. But yeah, if you guys like the video, please give me a like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment on how I can make these types of videos better, or what other videos that you guys might want to see. All right. I am a relatively new channel, but I am trying my best to hear everybody out and to try to make content that people actually want to see. Okay. Um, but please keep it civil in the comments, and have a great rest of y'all's day.